Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I have a new program on my phone that allows me to read comments now, which I have been trying to do. Well, I did mostly today. I did some last week, but it's still very tiring, like, reading, even when somebody reads to me, even when the program reads to me, it's very tiring. But I wanted to just go over some questions I think that I don't necessarily know that I was clear about, and some of you may have no idea what I'm talking about. Some of you are like, wait, you already talked about that, but if I did, I apologize. It's just that a couple of people must have had like questions because there are just some things that keep coming up in the comments. So got my coffee. So the first one I wanted to address is my bed rest. So I am on bed rest, but not on bed rest. Okay. What was instructed to do was to keep my leg wounds open to the air throughout the day. So let me try to tilt you down a little bit so you can kind of see, not to show you too much of my naked body because I'm not naked under there. It's just like, you don't want to see my underwear. But my leg wounds have to be open to the air. The surgeon wants me to do that since I saw him in April. I saw him on April 13th, and he wants me to do that every day. I keep them covered at night, so when I roll over, I don't rip them open. And to be honest with you, I told him too. I said I usually sleep until 10 or 11. I'm usually up when Jim goes to work, so I get to be able to say goodbye to him and wish him the best day, or remind him of all the things he needs to take and stuff. And then I go back to sleep till about 10:30 usually, sometimes 11. And then I uncover them and I keep them uncovered until dinner. Not really dinner time, it depends. Like on Easter, we wrap them early so I could go eat out at the table. But usually they're like this until bedtime. And then we rewrap them until it's time to go to sleep. So they are healing slowly. They are like trying to scab up, but like perfect example of why I'm on bed rest is the doctor has also prescribed me a blood thinner because of the lack of mobility and my surgery and my leg and stuff. When they're uncovered and I even just go to the bathroom, they will start bleeding. I don't know if you guys are interested in like having the film. They don't all four of them pour blood. It's usually this one down by my knee or this one up by my hip, basically where the skin bends, where it just starts to pour blood, like not, to the floor type of situation. So bed rest is keep my leg uncovered and keep it rested. Now I still get up and go to the bathroom. I still sit up when it's time to do wound care. I still sit up when it's time to do my sponge bath or clean up or brush my teeth or whatever it is I have to do for the day. The reason I'm not sitting in the afternoon with the brace anymore is because of this very reason. So the brace does push down on my thigh and causes more bleeding. The brace also rubs against the two sores that are on my back, which I have pictures from yesterday. I'm going to insert here. So trigger warning if you don't like boo-boos. You can take the latest look of what they look like. The big, like, sort of white spots on the big area is new skin growth. You can see that there's very little new skin growth on the right side. And the areas on my chest are just diminishing, because they were never as open as they were in the back. I had an open spot under my armpit and a couple of open wounds in each area, but for the most part, those are all clearing up with like openness. And the same thing with my thighs. It's just a rash that is lessening. However, I am developing some rash on the outside of my left thigh because I am laying on my left side much more, trying to air out my right leg. Okay, so as far as the bed rest is concerned, that's what and why. What I can do from time to time is I can use the wedge and I can lay on my back. So at least I have like my back on my side just to give myself a little bit of a break. I do, however, have a slight pressure injury on my tailbone from when I lay on my back. So that is something I have to like be mindful of. So I can't really lay on my back for super long either, which is kind of like, but it's not fun. I know not everybody, but there's a lot of people who really think that I just want to be here laying in bed. It sucks. I'm not going to lie. People think I should just get up and do whatever I can do anyway, despite all of this. But I try to listen to the doctors all the time. Like, I told Lisa, I guess a couple of months ago, I was like, I'm ready to start running on this leg. Like, I'm ready. It doesn't hurt anymore. And da-da-da-da. And she was like, no, the doctor said da-da-da. And I was like, okay, I will listen. And then when we went back and the doctor said, no more weight bearing for another 3 months, she was like, I told you so. And I was like, yeah, I know, but I'm ready. Like, I'm ready. And I want to do it. I want to go. I want to walk. I want to be able to go to the bathroom. That's the second question that had come up, which I know that I had mentioned plenty of times before, but I will clarify and reiterate. The reason that I use a bedside commode mostly is I'm very slow to move because I have to put on my brace and stuff. So I need the commode close because I am 50 plus years old. And when I get the sensation that I've got to go tinkle, it's a sensation that comes on me quickly. So having the commode here might be something that I use even when I can walk faster. I just don't know how fast I'll be able to move to the bathroom. So I know you guys know I had bladder control issues before. The other thing is, right now I'm non-weight bearing on my right leg and I cannot use a walker. I can't use a traditional walker because there is a tumor in the top of my left hip, which is really in my pelvis. It's actually on my pelvic bone, but it's like at the hip joint. So I can't traditionally like hop on my left foot. Like they would teach people when you can't bear weight on your right leg, you hop on your left foot. Well, I can't hop on my left foot because of that tumor. So the way they taught me was to do like this pivot thing, and it is very slow moving. The rollator and or my wheelchair do not fit through the bathroom door. So the way I have to go in to take a shower, and I've mentioned this before, is I have to stand in the hallway with the traditional walker while the rollator is closed up behind me and then opened up into the bathroom door, supported, and then I have to pivot my way back to sit on it so that I can get in the bathroom. This is a lot of work to take a shower, but it's impossible to do just to go to the bathroom, just to pee or poop on the toilet. I do not have a bowel movement very effectively on the commode, mostly because the seat opening is very wide, and when you have a big tushy, often you use the toilet seat to spread your tushy, and this is just a little too wide to do that effectively, so I'm causing a lot of tearing and ripping. Trust in me that I want to go to the bathroom on the toilet. I mean, I got a bidet at Christmas time from Black Friday at Walmart. It was like $20, and it's, accordingly to my husband, it's amazing. So I'm like looking forward to like the day that I can go in there and use it. And it's funny because every time I go to take my shower, I'm thinking like, I just wish I could just muster up that poop. I could go to the bathroom first. So people also mentioned, speaking of the shower, about like I need to shower more often, and my personal hygiene is like a big issue for a lot of people. But I would like to point something out to you. Not everybody should shower every single day. It's actually dermatologists and hair care specialists say that showering every day is really bad for us as human beings. Now, not everybody has the same skin conditions. Some people are extremely oily. Some people have extremely oily hair. Some people have extremely oily skin. Some people work in very dirty environments and they need to clean like my dad used to, was a machinist, and his arms and his hands would get so dirty. Like he was obsessed about washing and cleaning his hands. But he didn't, when he was in construction, it was like he needed to like whole freaking showers all the time. But when he was a machinist, he used to just like crazy wash his hands like crazy. So it's like everybody is different. We all know this. This isn't news. This really isn't. None of my skin conditions that I have, the rash or the wounds, or even the dry skin that I'm dealing with now. And I think I am having a little bit of hives, sort of from that antibiotic. None of that is going to be helped by a shower. As a matter of fact, both the back wounds from my last shower and my leg wounds from the shower before that the damage has been increased by the shower. So the pressure of the water, the actual like physical exertion of drying and all that stuff with towels, it is less improving. Like my skin is not improving as well with a shower. Now I like a shower. I like to wash my hair. I like to be able to like do stuff to my hair. I like to be able to like just have that relaxing. I want to be able to have a relaxing shower once again. Oh God, I'd love to have a bath. God, it's been so long since I had a bath. My sister Jane, her house that got destroyed in the hurricane, she used to have a like jacuzzi tub. Oh, it was the best. Like a soaking tub. It was amazing. But anyway, I digress. But that being said, it's not something that I can physically do every day. No matter what you think I need to push myself, it's not something that's good for me to do as often as you all want me to have a shower. Now, that being said, before all this, I never showered every day. I never showered every day since I was born. It was just not something that I did in my family. I was the youngest of a lot of kids, and it was sort of that baby with the bathwater type situation. Like, I don't have that same feeling that everybody else gets from a shower. It's not pleasurable to me. It's kind of traumatic, as a matter of fact, because I often had cold water and terrible soap that made my skin and hair itchy because we were like poor. So I don't have like great feelings about a shower. Now, that being said, I do like to wash my hair, and it's relaxing. Every once in a while, the massaging water. But right now, the massaging water hurts my skin. Do you understand? So it's kind of like I took that shower last week, and my skin was burning where the wounds were in the back. Just from the water running over it. I hadn't even put soap on it yet. I just wet myself. So it's not the same for everybody. And I appreciate what everybody thinks that I smell so bad. I don't smell bad. I mean, according to my husband, according to my family, I don't smell bad. I do use like wipes every time I go number 1 and number 2. I use baby wipes because of the skin irritations. So my undercarriage sometimes, I don't know how to describe it, is probably a lot cleaner than other people's who just use toilet paper. That being said, I am conscious about keeping myself clean and presentable and smelling nice. Like that part is like very confusing to me. Why? The biggest concern that I've had with like body odor lately is because of the rash that's under my arm. I can't wear deodorant, so I'm like 2 times a day I'm washing my underarms with like wipes because I'm so self-conscious. They don't even smell yet, but I'm just like washing them so that they won't. Because I can't wear the deodorant yet. So when I'm able to wear deodorant again, that's gonna, I'll just be like reliant on the deodorant. So I appreciate what everybody says, that they think my house stinks really bad, and I think they think that the commode stinks really bad. I really don't know what to tell you other than I'm sorry to disappoint you that that's not the case. I mean, I'm a human being that has gas just like anybody else. My husband has gas just like everyone. So if like we fart a lot, that's different. But like I spray air freshener like I do when I go to the bathroom. I spray air freshener if my body movements are less than pleasant. I don't know what to say. It's kind of bizarre, It's kind of bizarre, people think. And I think that more than anything, my house smells like a smoker. Like when I have all of the visiting people come, and that's one of the things I ask about is, how does this room smell? How, when the social worker comes, how's it smell? And, that's the first thing that people notice is that I live with a smoker, and that's the first and foremost fragrant that hits everybody. So that part is just sort of like a bizarre to me, It's really funny because my bestie Sharon has always been so self-conscious and conscious of other people's odors. She has a very hyper sensitive nasal passage, and it's so prevalent to me for all of these years being friends with her that I am sure that I make sure that I don't smell bad. It's like it's just, to me, it's just like funny that it's a concern of everybody's. But I change my clothes 1 to 2 times a day. I use wipes every time I go to the bathroom, whether it's number 1 or number 2. I make sure that I clean myself, whether it's a sponge bath or with wipes or an actual shower, every single day. I don't, and it's funny because you're so far away. You don't live in my house. It doesn't really make a difference if my house smells. Why does it make a difference to you? Because you're not here anyway. But okay, I guess I don't know what to say about that. The other concern, or the other question that came up a few times was that I'm not on treatment, so everything should be better. I agree, but I'm wrong, and you're wrong, unfortunately, because sometimes it takes months for all of this crap to leave your body. Sometimes it takes months. Excuse me, I just realized that my pillow is falling down. Sometimes it takes months to get the poison out and for your body to get back to its regular systems of healing and processing the healing. I hate it. You don't understand. Look at my face. I fucking hate it. I hate all of this that's going on in me. You guys are so funny that the people who have hateful things to say, and I'm not trying to focus on them, but the people who have hateful things to say come up with the most idiotic, bizarre accusations. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I feel like a prisoner to my illness right now. Before the wound legs opened up and before the rash on the back got really bad, I was sitting up every afternoon in the chair. I sit up with my brace on, and I'd sit out in the living room, and I'd eat dinner with my family, and I would fold the laundry, and I would do meds. I don't understand. Why in God's green earth does anybody think that I would choose to just... This isn't a life. This is not a life right now. The most important thing that I get to do every day, besides to care for myself, is to talk to you. At least I feel like that is being somewhat productive. And to share with you my journey. And if you don't freaking believe me, I don't freaking care. That's not the point of any of this. I'm not here to convince you to believe me that I'm going through all this. Okay? I'm here to share my story. I always have been. Whether my story was decorating, shopping, cleaning, crafting, whatever it was, my story is what I've been sharing with you since day one. And that's what I want to continue to do. If my story changes, if my life journey changes, I'm just going to continue to share it with you because that's what I have always done. Now, that being said, there are a couple people who've, regardless of how they try not to compare people's lives, they say, I know everybody's journey is different. However, no, that's it. Everybody's journey is different. They do this, I should be able to do this. And I appreciate that, I really do. And I know for a fact that I could push myself every day, even further than I am. I could get on this rollator and I could roll into that craft room and I could sit there and I could be in tears and sweat and blood literally to put DIYs out there, but I don't choose to do that with my energy right now. And I appreciate that you all miss that about my channel. I do. And I kind of miss it too as well. That sort of being creative sort of situation. But for right now, my creativity comes in the form of like, how can I mix this peanut butter that it won't tear the roof of my mouth off? What combination of food can I have for lunch that won't kill me? Perfect example is today Jim gave me some chicken salad in a jar. Get a little mason jar full of chicken salad. I started to eat it, and it totally 100% took the top layer of skin off. And I've been flicking it with my tongue ever since. And it hurt to eat my yogurt afterwards, and it hurt to eat my cookies that Susan gave me, because, sorry, Suzanne, I don't know where Susan came from. I was going to say Suze, and then I was like, anyway, that Suze gave me from Amazon. They are the bomb, but I very delicately nibbled on it off to the side because I wanted it. The coffee hurts because there's nothing on the roof of my mouth, but no, I'm doing it. So, like, to you, I should push myself physically further. To me, I'm pushing myself like I'm not babying my mouth. I am not throwing a pity party for myself. So, oh, the nurse. Oh, sorry about that, everybody. That was the nurse, the visiting nurse. Sorry, everybody. Oh, it's shaky. That was the visiting nurse asking if I was up for a visit today, and I am, so I was looking forward to it. Just needed to answer her. Anyhow, I don't remember where I was. Hold on a second. Call Ma. Okay. So, to me, creativity is trying to, like, eat without doing damage. Trying to put together meals that are nutritious and healthy and will stay down and will go down easily. Like, this is where my creativity lies. Coming up with ways to cover the wounds where I'm not wasting supplies, but I'm also protecting myself. And, you know, like, this is my life now. It's which lip treatment will work the best today? Is it the combination of Blistex, Medidex, what's it called? Blistex Lip Medex and Aquaphor, or is it the combination of O'Keeffe's Healing, or is it the Oncology Lip Balm? Like, is it the, hold on, let me get the actual medicine. Is it the combination of Bethadmesozone with some lidocaine cream and covering? Like, this is where my creativity is spent these days. And coming up with great outfits. You know, pajamas. Just great pajamas. This is how my creativity is spent. So somebody was comparing, even though they said they weren't, to like that they get up and they do dishes when they can and they cook when they can, all that stuff. And I appreciate that. I'm very, very grateful to you for sharing that with me, because it is encouragement. But every day I get up every day to try to fold that laundry. Sometimes I get up, I get the basket rolled over, and then I have to lay back down again. I heard a few times from people, sorry, that was the alarm went off. I heard a few times from people how the longer I lay in bed, the harder it's going to be to build my stamina back up again. But my stamina is my stamina. I push myself past my limits every single day. I do everything that I can for myself every single day. And it may not be enough for you, but it's what I have right now. It just is. Unfortunately, it's just what it is. Now, if you think I'm making all of this up for whatever reason, that's fine. You really don't have to put any effort into making me feel bad, because trust me, I feel bad already. I not only feel like I've let my husband down by like not living forever, but not being able to take care of him the way that I used to or that I want to, is a letdown. Just my life in general, the way it's become, is a little bit of a letdown too. And I know that it's just temporary. I know that it's just temporary because once these side effects are healed and we go back to treatment, I would like to go forward and just continue to live my life the best way I can. So, you guys remember that I did my whole office with this cancer, right? And we did this bedroom makeover. I had cancer and I didn't know it, but I had like the tumor in my knee that was weakening my leg and I didn't know it. Those types of things, you know. I have always been able to do things with limitations. It just takes me a lot longer, and I rest. I need to rest even longer. So it is what it is at this point, honestly, folks. I understand that some people's desire in life is to just feel superior to others, and that's okay. If you feel like you need to do that, go right ahead. I want you to stop trying to make everybody else feel bad. That's what I would like. I wish you could just take it to the Gossip Bakery website. Talk to each other there. You know, just keep it off of the regular viewers. They don't want to hear this nonsense. It makes them very disheartened to people in general. And stop doing that because that's not necessary. There's enough misery in the world. You don't have to create more. I appreciate that, though. But listen, I'm going to go because the nurse is on her way. And I wanted to tell you guys that I love you, even if you don't believe it. We have more questions.
Good afternoon.
Okay. We have more questions that we will address in another video, probably tomorrow or the next day. But if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments of this video, and I'll try to address them as well. We'll talk more about, like, plans for the future and stuff like that, because that was a lot of questions came up with that kind of information. But this video is already just a little too long, so... Listen, again, I love you. And if nobody's told you today, you can always come by and hear how much I love you. And as always, you guys take care. God bless. And I'll see you next time. Bye.